Grow your social media in just 30 minutes a day. Introduction. Hey there, busy humans. Dat Nguyen here, and I'm about to reveal something that's going to change how you think about social media growth forever. What if I told you that right now is the most unique time in social media history? A time when someone starting from 0 followers today can outperform accounts with millions of followers. I know this sounds crazy, but hear me out. For the past 15 years, I've been a technical and legal expert advising the world's top technology companies. I've had access to AI systems long before AI became a trending topic everyone and their grandmother talks about. Here's what really matters. 2 years ago, I served as an advisor for a top AI influencer company, where we used specialized AI systems to manage over 2 billion followers across platforms. That's where I learned the real secrets to algorithmic virality. And here's the bombshell. The algorithm has completely changed. Your follower count, almost irrelevant now. Doesn't matter if you have 10 followers or 10 million. What matters is your content, engagement patterns, and specific signals you're sending to the algorithm. Built the right way, are growing 2ICE as fast as established personal accounts. Today, I'm sharing the exact 30-minute daily system that's working right. Now, in 2025, a system anyone can implement using nothing but their smartphone. No fancy equipment, no complex editing, no technical knowledge required. Let's break down the game plan for explosive growth in today's algorithmic landscape. Chapter 1. The new algorithm reality. Before we dive into the 30-minute system, you need to understand why this approach works so well right now. The first critical insight. The algorithm has shifted from a follower-based model to a content signal model. This is the biggest change in years, and almost nobody is talking about it. The past accounts with large followings had a huge advantage. Their content would automatically be shown to more people. But now, the algorithm is evaluating each piece of content individually based on specific signals, regardless of who posted it. This is why we're seeing complete unknowns go viral overnight, while established influencers struggle to maintain reach. The second insight. Personal accounts with diverse interests and mixed followers actually confuse the algorithm. I've tested this extensively. A new hyper-focused account will grow approximately twice as fast as a personal account with the same quality content. Why? Because the algorithm can quickly identify what your account is about and who should see it. The third insight. Low effort, high consistency beats high effort, low consistency every time. My tests show that posting simple, focused content daily generates 3.4 times more growth than posting elaborate, highly produced content once a week. This is why our approach is about creating a sustainable, 30-minute daily practice rather than spending hours. Creating perfect content that the algorithm does and actually reward anyway. Let's break down exactly how this system works. Chapter 2. Setting up for algorithmic success. The first step in our system is creating the perfect algorithmic environment for growth. Here's exactly what we do. Step 1. Start fresh. We begin with a brand new account, not your personal account. This gives us a clean algorithmic slate. No confused signals from past activity or diverse connections. Step 2. Simple brand design. We create a minimalist profile that clearly signals your niche. The key is clarity, not creativity. The algorithm needs to categorize you quickly. Here's what this looks like in practice. Username includes your niche keyword bio. Contains exactly 3 niche-specific terms and 1 clear value proposition. Visual identity. 1 consistent color and simple template across all content. Step 3. Strategic signals. We plant deliberate markers in our initial content. These tell the algorithm exactly what our channel is about and exactly who should see our content. The beauty of this approach is that we're working with the algorithm instead of fighting it. When you serve the algorithm what it wants, it serves you back with exponential reach. Let me show you how this works with some real case studies. Chapter 3. Case studies and niche optimization. Let me show you how this system works across different platforms with real examples. Case study 1. Instagram growth. We identified that for this particular niche. Controversial but respectful religious topics drove massive engagement by creating simple conversation starter posts. Case study 2. TikTok in Vietnam. We discovered the Vietnamese audience responded exceptionally well to health and fitness content with a specific cultural approach by adapting our content to these preferences. We saw view counts multiply by 10x. The algorithm quickly categorized and promoted the account to the right viewers. The key insight from these cases: you do not need to create elaborate content. You need to create aligned content that serves both your audience and the algorithm. Using my proprietary AI systems, we help clients identify the exact trends and topics in their niche that are currently favored by the algorithm. This isn't about chasing random trends. It's about finding the intersection between what is gaining momentum in your specific niche, what you can authentically speak to, what signals align with the algorithm's current preferences. Once we identified the right niche and audience signals, engagement started happening naturally. And that's when we reached out to begin serving their specific interests more directly. The result? A virtuous cycle where the algorithm rewards you with more reach, bringing more engaged followers, which signals the algorithm to give you even more reach.
Hi everybody, The Real Dad here. So the first thing you want to do is establish a business account on Instagram and TikTok. I've left a link in the description for that. And the importance of having a business account is that it opens up a set of tools and analytics to help you discover and find viral trends and post in a more efficient manner. And this process is actually only going to take about 5 minutes a day, but you may want to spend more time because the more you put in, the more you get out. But I probably wouldn't spend any more than an hour a day, maybe 2 at most. I've tried my best to keep this system as simple as possible because you got to keep it simple. It really works. So one of the cool new features on Instagram is stickers. They have these stickers that you can make and add to reels that you can repost to brand as your own content. And so the first thing you want to do is go into your favorite image generator, ChatGPT, and get it to create whatever images you want for your character or brand. And once you have a collection of these, save them into a folder. We will make the stickers later as part of the posting process. All right, so once you've established the business accounts and created your sticker image pack, the first thing you want to do is open up Instagram and go to the Reels tab. There, you'll want to perform some searches within your niche to identify the top performing Reels. What you want to do is identify Reels that have at least a couple million views. That way, it really resonates with your audience, and that way you can start getting initial views early on. Alternatively, if you really know the industry well or know hot content, then please use that. But here, this is the easiest way for beginners to start from nothing. Once you've found a reel, the next thing you want to do is click on 3 little buttons at the bottom right of the reel. That will open a menu that allows you to remix the reel. So what that does is it basically allows you to repost it as your own reel. And now you can do that without doing any other steps, and you can do just fine. However, I like to advise my clients and people to do a little bit more, so that way you can create your own brand identity and content here. So once you hit the remix button, you'll see another menu that pops up with a cutouts option. And this is only available if you have a business account. So this is why this is important. Then you can select from the images that you collected earlier to make stickers. Once you've selected the image, the Instagram will also propose the sticker shape. So if it looks good for you, you can hit use sticker. If not, you can start selecting your own in the bottom left option. Then you want to place the sticker, in the bottom corner so that it doesn't obstruct the reel, but it also adds a little bit of flair to it. In addition to the sticker, we also recommend some thoughtful commentary or anything that would engage the viewer or spark some discussions on a particular topic. Once you've done that, you just hit next, and then we get into the posting of the metadata and settings for each reel. And these features are going to be the same that you'll have to set for TikTok, so please can remind this for your TikTok posting. First, hashtags. Hashtags aren't so important anymore these days, but when you're starting from nothing, hashtags is another data point that the algorithm can use to identify what kind of niche you're in. So I would recommend doing a quick search or using your favorite AI agent to identify the top hashtags in your niche, and please use those when you start. Another feature is you need to add the location. This will help, especially if you're a business with, a brick and mortar. Location is critical. Even if you're not, it's important to pick a location so that way there's some kind of persistent crowd that the algorithm serves to. Once you've done that, you want to go ahead and click on more options. You always want to make sure that you're uploading at the highest quality, so make sure you're at home where Wi-Fi is strong and then you can post it. Next, you want to scroll to the bottom and make sure that the caption features are enabled. Once all that's done, you simply hit share and you're done. That's it, 5 minutes. It's actually less because we had to make the stickers here. Okay, now on to the second method. So you'll also find that some reels on Instagram can't be remixed. And maybe you find content from TikTok or other platforms that you want to use as well. I do not advise using copyrighted content. Make sure you get permission, etc., etc. Or if you have trouble from your old sites, here's a way of downloading content. So just like the first method, here you want to also identify the videos in your niche that are of interest to your viewers. And here now you want to just collect the links. I would recommend having a separate document or something where you can just paste all the links in at one time. Once you've done that, you can visit one of many download websites. Here I have what's called Cobalt. And with Cobalt, all you have to do is paste your link in from Instagram or TikTok and you hit auto and it will allow you to download a clean version of that video. And then from there, you just go back to the steps from the first method of posting and making sure you include all of the settings as well as the hashtags and the location data. And that's pretty much it. It's that easy.